Hi everybody, my name is Tracy and this is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel. Today I have for you a lit review episode on Goose Creek's recent holiday release. This style here that has, it's almost like snow globe vibe. This is also the same collection last year that had the snow globe labels that were so cute. I think Kent did those. Also, I am joined by my co-star, Red. Harry is over here sleeping, so if you hear snoring, it's his fault. There are 6 candles in this collection. However, there is one I did not buy because, y'all, I'm just over eucalyptus, and that was the frosted eucalyptus scent, so that will not be in this review. Also because there's a new scent called Arctic Air, which I think is going to possibly be eucalyptus-y, and I just didn't want to overload on that particular scent. I have too much. I don't like it. I have trouble distinguishing between eucalyptus candles, so I passed on it. I'm just going to grab and tell you what I get. This has already been unboxed because this came with 2 other collections, which I also have reviews available for. And the first one I got, which is a new scent, new to everybody, is Arctic Air. Beautiful blue, kind of iridescent label in the center there. 2 polar bears out in the snow. The wraparound is like a frosted glass and it's ombre, so it's white at the bottom and then gets more icy blue at the top, with just a ton of snowballs and snowflakes in the air. This whole collection has gold lids. This one is white wax, and these are medium ropey wicks. That also looks really full. I actually don't mind this one. I like how this smells. Cool Arctic Air, frozen juniper, and vanilla icicles. Yeah, it does definitely give you that like sinus clearing, same vibe that a eucalyptus would. However, I'm getting more of a peppermint energy from this. I'm not getting as much juniper as what I would expect. I'm not getting like an evergreen note in here. It's not like a peppery juniper berry. On cold, this just straight up smells like icy cool peppermint to me with vanilla. I'm guessing that's what cool Arctic Air is. It's good. I like it, but was definitely expecting something a little bit different. The next one I grabbed is Snowberry Bellini. Now this is a repurchase for me. I bought this last year and really enjoyed it. Last year's, I believe, also had penguins on it. I think it did. So you've got penguins on the front, ice skating, pulling a sleigh with earmuffs on. This one is also frosted, but with purple ombre instead. Also a very snowy day with snowballs and snowflakes. Same lid, same wax, same wicks. And this one is pink grapefruit, sugared cranberries, and effervescent fizz. If you like a champagne bubbles, raspberry rosé, champagne toast, this has that same vibe. There's definitely an effervescent note in it. It's very fruity. The grapefruit brings some, I think, tart slash sour slash bitter energy to it. Definitely gives me like crystallized sugar vibes. And that tartness could be coming from the cranberry as well. This is not their champagne toast dupe. That one is called champagne bubbles, but this gives me champagne toast vibes. Yeah, and I liked it last year, but I think last year's had some dudding issues, so hoping this one performs better. Either way, I liked it and finished it off last year. I have no complaints about the scent. This one is not new to everyone, but is new to me. It's snow-covered apples. So you have some reindeer. Yeah, reindeer on the front. They're wearing sweaters with a basket or bushel of apples on the side. This is a pink ombre wraparound. Again, frosted glass with snowballs and snowflakes. Same gold lid, white wax, same medium ropey wicks. And this is sweet red apple, orange peel, vanilla snowflakes, and candied sugar. I don't know if I like this, y'all. It's like, I feel like I'm getting like laundry detergent citrus from this. It's very powdery orange. Not quite like Tang drink powder. It smells like laundry detergent. I think if I tell myself this is a laundry candle, I like it more. Something about the apple is very tart, perfumey. The orange is powdery. Yeah, and the vanilla is in there. This isn't that sweet. This smells like a laundry candle to me. That is weird. Not at all was what I was expecting. I was kind of thinking this was going to be more like the holiday cider one that just came out that had the orange and the apple in it too. This just straight up smells like powdered detergent. Yeah, that's bizarre. Don't know how I feel about it. We'll see how it evolves on warm. Wonderland is also a repeat purchase for me. I had this last year. Actually, I think I still have some of this left back at home in California. I love the blue label with the polar bears on the front. Or are those bunnies? Those are bunnies holding ornaments. Blue ombre, kind of an icy night sky vibe with the snowballs and the snowflakes. Same gold lid, same white wax, same wicks. This one is crisp peppermint, warm vanilla bean, and precious white woods. Yeah, and this is as I remember it. I remember feeling like this one last year felt a little bit soapy to me, and it does. It smells almost like a minty hand soap. There's also something very crisp in here and kind of piney. That's probably the white woods note. So you get this like, it's a warmer peppermint. It's not like sinus clearing. It almost smells a little bit like spearmint to me, honestly. Then you have some warmth from the vanilla. Those two combining with the kind of sharp woodsy note that's in here makes this feel like a soapy vibe. I wouldn't say floor cleaner. It doesn't go full Pine Sol, but definitely soapy. It's soapy. Like it enough to try it again this year. Happy to have it again in my collection, but probably not my favorite of the bunch. And the last one that I picked up is Vanilla Frost. And I don't know why I didn't get this last year. It sounds like it's something I would enjoy. You've got some foxes on the front, also wearing sweaters. This one is more of a cream-colored frosted glass, no ombre effect. Just cream-colored glass with the snowballs and the snowflakes. Same gold lid, same white wax, and same wicks. This is marshmallow snow, vanilla clouds, white coconut cream, and frosted mint. This is very rich. I swear I'm getting caramel from this. There's something that feels almost like a molasses or a brown sugar vibe in here. But there's nothing in here that would make me think it should be smelling like that. It's a very rich scent. It's sweet. I do get vanilla. It feels a little bit body care. A little bit perfumey. This one's different. Perplexing. I think I like it. We'll find out. If I had to rank these on cold from my least favorite to my favorite, the least favorite's going to be the snow-covered apples. I was expecting more fruitiness, and I feel like this just smells like a laundry candle to me, which isn't inherently bad. I just feel like maybe it's mismarketed. I would do Wonderland next. I do like this one, but it is a bit soapy. Not sure how I feel about having that with one that smells like laundry in the same collection. This one's kind of the surprise of the group. I thought I was going to dislike this one. It was going to be too sharp. This is Arctic Air. I do like the peppermint in it, however, and I like how it's playing with the vanilla that's in there. Then I would do Vanilla Frost, which I swear I'm getting a brown sugar caramel note in here. A little bit body care. I'm intrigued by it, which is why it's so high up on the list. And number one repeat purchase, I just like it, is the Snowberry Bellini. I love the kind of grapefruit zestiness of this. I love the effervescent energy. I like that it feels a little bit perfumey or like tart or a little bit high-pitched from the cranberries, I think, and the grapefruit combining together. I'm going to go fire these up and test them for strength and throw, take notes on how they evolve on warm, and I will be right back after the cut to share with you what I found out. All right, everybody, I'm back. I've spent lots of time with these candles. I even went out and bought a Bath & Body Works candle that I was told is a dupe of one of these. So I'm going to talk about how that candle compares to the BBW version. And I'm also going to do what I always do, where I rank these from my least favorite to my most favorite. And as you may recall from the cold impression, a couple of these are repurchases for me, and one of them is being replaced by another goodie in this batch. Number 5, though. Let's start there. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Snow-covered apples. Now, I know I'm not an apple fan. I know I can't always smell orange, but I can tell you that even with that in mind, this is probably one of my least favorite apple citrus candles I have smelled from Goose Creek. And that says a lot, because if you watch my channel for a while, you know I buy pretty much every Goose Creek candle that comes out to review on my channel. I've smelled a lot of their apple, a lot of their orange. This ain't it, y'all. And I do get the orange in this, by the way. The problem is that this is so tangy. The orange in this is so tangy, and I feel like the apple is so tart that all I really get is something that smells almost floral from the apple, tangy powdery from the orange, and legit, this smells like sweet powdered laundry detergent. Again, I think if I tell myself this is a laundry candle, it's not as bad, but then in my head, I'm like, why am I burning a laundry candle with a Christmas label, right? Like, I can't make sense of it at all. And one of y'all had said that this was Goose Creek's version of Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple. And this is one that I have smelled for the last 2 years at least in store and just never picked up because I'm like, ugh, yeah, I don't like that. I know that it's a fan favorite. It has a whole following. People love it. It comes back every single year. Actually, I think it's just like a solid mid. I think it does well. I don't know that it's like, you know, there's like a cult following for it. But I know it does well because Bath & Body Works keeps bringing it back every year. So I was like, you know what? I have this one. I'm just going to buy this one and try it. And on cold, they are very similar. Which, by the way, if you're curious about the scent notes, Winter Candy Apple from Bath & Body Works is red apples, winter rose petals, and candied oranges. I'll repeat the ones for Goose Creek: sweet red apple, orange peel, vanilla snowflakes, and candied sugar. So this one actually notes, the Bath & Body Works candle notes there's a floral in it. This one does not, and I'm convinced that Goose Creek has a floral note in here. Again, that could be the apple for my nose, but this smells like laundry detergent to me, and so does this one. On cold, they smell almost exactly the same. The only difference is that I feel like this one on cold reads maybe a little bit sweeter, which kind of excites me. I'm like, ooh, this one's going to be good, right? But when you warm them, they are different. And I will tell you that by a landslide, Winter Candy Apple wins on warm. And I actually like this on warm. Not crazy about how it smells on cold, but I love how juicy fruity it gets on warm. I feel like the orange comes out more. You definitely get a sweet, juicy orange. The apple is really nice. The floral in this is background noise. And I wouldn't identify it specifically as rose. It says rose, but I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh yeah, that's a rose candle. It's very subtle, well blended, and makes sense to my brain. Still feels holiday-esque. Whereas this one is not well balanced. It doesn't even have a floral note, but reads like floral to me. And then the orange in here is not as juicy. It is tangier and more powder-like, which makes it smell even more like a powdered laundry detergent. So I don't like this one. This is going to be destashed. It is not my thing. But I do really like Bath & Body Works version. So I do think these are, you know, I don't know who came out first, but they're definitely duping each other. Bath & Body Works wins in this battle, even though this one's going to be usually more affordable. And I don't even think I'd say if you like Winter Candy Apple, you would like this one, because to me, they just smell very different on warm. And I don't even know if I'd say if you like this one, you'd like Bath & Body Works. I think you would, though, but not the other way around. In terms of strength and throw on that one, it is a creeper. It was creeping up the stairs. I moved it out into the kitchen. It was creeping out into the living room. I kind of felt like I couldn't escape it. That was my vibe around this candle. And it's a medium leaning towards strong. I wouldn't say it's like your average laundry vibe. And to be clear, it doesn't state that it's a laundry candle. It just feels laundry to me. It's not like overpowering, really strong like a lot of laundry candles is, but it dances that line for me. And maybe it's because I'm so off-put by the fragrance on warm. And by the way, if this is one of your holiday favorites, I'm not judging you. Love what you love. I support you wholeheartedly if you have like 10 of those in your backstash cabinet. It's just not for me, okay? All right, number 4 is also not for me. This will also be a D-stash. This is the Arctic Air. Where I will give credit, because it is due, is that when you burn this, it legit feels like you are walking in very cold air. So last time I recorded was Saturday during my Bath & Body Works ritual haul. Today's Monday. And I was talking about how it was 60 degrees outside. You know, and in Michigan we have a saying, Michigan weather, you know, blink twice and the weather will change. Well, it did. It's now, what, 41 degrees today? Oh, we're up to 43. And yesterday it was very windy, you know, 20, 30 mile per hour gusts. And I went for my walk and my sinuses were just burning because the wind is so strong. The air is really dry and you just get this like uncomfortable, dry burning sensation in your nostrils. That's also what you get with this. The peppermint in this, it's peppermint. I don't care what it says on here. There's no peppermint. No, there is peppermint in this candle. It is so sharp and so sinus clearing. And I don't know if it's the way that it's playing with the juniper, because I do feel like I get a bit of like an evergreen or pine note in here as well. And so you took the strongest peppermint oil and the strongest juniper oil, and then you lit it up on fire with a hint of vanilla sweetness, and that's what you get with this candle. So it is very, very, very sinus clearing, enough to where I was like, I need to put this out. I don't like it. However, I think this would be good if you were stuffed up. Like if you had a cold and you couldn't breathe, this would be the equivalent of one of those, you know, Vapo sticks you shove up your nose and inhale. That's what it feels like, that sort of energy. So not for me. I think it serves a purpose. I think people will enjoy it. I will also say that the vanilla in here ended up, to my nose, reading a little bit like white chocolate. It felt, I don't know, too creamy, too buttery, and a little bit too sweet. Medium strength, good throw, and in my notes I have meh. That's how I felt about it. Number 3, my repeat buy is going to be Wonderland. This one I was a little bit surprised by the strength. I don't remember it performing quite this poorly last year, but I have it categorized as a light, leaning towards medium. It did, however, have good throw. It filled the space. It just wasn't strong. And this one, honestly, ends up feeling almost more atmospheric to me. It's like, ooh, something kind of smells nice in here, but it doesn't necessarily feel like I'm burning a candle, if that makes any sense. It adds what feels like some warmth to the room. It adds what feels like some sweetness to the room. It also feels kind of body care-esque to me, or a bit soapy, almost like a dish soap to my nose. So for that reason, I do feel like it's like, you know, you're in the room and someone just did dishes, or you're in the room and someone's got some body cream on. It just kind of feels warm and atmospheric to me. There is a richness to it. I don't think it's overpowering, but it does feel a bit rich. I like it. I do. I mean, this is a repurchase for me. But it's just a bit strange. And I don't know that it necessarily, you know, screams holiday either. It's just kind of subtle and pretty. Creamy. A little bit rich. I'd recommend it if you're curious, or if you like vanilla body care vibes. It's not your traditional body care. Again, it leans a little bit soapy. Maybe even a little bit deodorant-y. But it's good. All right. This one, I would rebuy it. I have rebought it. I'm going to enjoy it again this year. Number 2, Snowberry Bellini. It got upset. It's in second place now. I love this, y'all, but you have to love grapefruit. This is a grapefruit candle first, and then it's a fizzy candle. I have in my notes that as I was sniffing this while it's burning, it reminds me of how it feels if you drink the pamplemousse flavor, which I think is French for grapefruit, of LaCroix. And hopefully I'm saying that right. I don't know. I didn't take French, y'all. I think you can probably tell from my French accent. It smells like that when you open the can, you kind of start to drink out of it, and you get some of that like carbon fizz up your nostrils, and you can smell the like oils that are in the drink, the pamplemousse drink from LaCroix. It's that. It smells like that when lit. So you get this like fizzy element to it. it's kind of hard to describe. It's weird that a candle can create that sense, but it does. It gives me that sensation. It also feels very bittersweet. It's like juicy while also being a little bit bitter, a little bit sour at the same time from the grapefruit. I get what feels like a sugar crystal element that makes me think this is like a sorbet or some sort of like icy mixed drink with sweetener plus grapefruit in it. The cranberry in here is also very nice. It's subtle. It's kind of on the underbelly. It adds a little bit more tartness, complements the bitterness and the juiciness of the grapefruit really well. So overall, I really like this candle, but I think if you don't like grapefruit, don't put this in your cart because it is a very grapefruity candle. In terms of strength, I would categorize this as a medium leaning toward light, a little bit stronger than, say, Champagne Toast from Bath & Body Works, and kind of in that same realm of like fruity fizz vibe. And then it had good throw. It definitely filled the space, and I just want to get my nose on this because I enjoy it. Yeah, delicious. The grapefruit with the cranberry is very well done. And number one, and I think I'm seeing chatter about this one, and people, sounds like they're not a fan of it. And I'm actually surprised. I like it. Vanilla Frost. And the reason I'm surprised is because this has that coconut in it, which I don't usually like coconut a whole lot. Although, to be fair, it has marshmallow and vanilla, which is like, hello, my vibe. But this is good. I like this. To me, on warm, this smells like a creamy coconut, sugary coconut, like the inside of a Mounds bar. So strip the chocolate off the Mounds bar and you've got just that, like, I think it's sweetened condensed milk mixed with coconut. That's what I get. It's not lactonic, but it is creamy. It is sweet. It is coconutty. And I feel like it feels like a, I put in my notes, which sounds like an insult, but it's not. It feels like that like weirdo Christmas cookie in the tin. You know, I don't know if everybody does this around the world or around the country, but here in the Midwest where I grew up, it was like you did a cookie exchange and then like kind of everybody brought cookies in and then you took a cookie from each person's thing and filled a tin. You went home and you had like 10 different types of cookies in your tin. This one feels like the oddball. It's like the cookie in the corner that kind of, you know, people don't eat because it looks weird, but then they taste it and they're like, wow, that's actually really good. It feels like that. It feels almost like a chocolate haystack cookie, but no chocolate on it. It's just the guts, just the inside. It's edible, it's vanilla, it's ooey gooey, it's coconut sweetness. I really like it. It kind of gives me like frosting vibes too at the same time. I don't know, this is a weird duck, but I'm here for it. Medium to light throw. I would definitely take more strength on this one. I just want to reiterate, I do in every video, this is first burn impression. Sometimes candles take up to 3 burns to bloom, so it's possible the strength on any of these could evolve or change. For now, that's where I'm categorizing it. Medium leaning towards light. And it had good throw. It filled the space. So not a lot of issues with throw in this collection, but in general, kind of a mid-range strength in this collection, which I know for some of you is good. You have small spaces. You don't want, you know, to have a powerhouse in the room. But for others, you have these like open concept spaces that are killer and hard to scent. A lot of these aren't going to do well in open concept, but would do excellent in smaller living rooms and or bedrooms if that's your vibe. All right, y'all, let me know in the comments below 2 things. 1, do you have any questions? Put those in there. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability, and or my other viewers will pop in. I love when you talk to each other and answer each other's questions. And if you have bought any of these or if these are returning favorites, tell me what you like about it, what you dislike, if these are ones you've bought and said nope. Share all that, even if it contradicts what I've said here, because I love to build community and share our experiences so that others know kind of what the potential is with these candles. If you appreciate my Goose Creek reviews, go ahead and give me a thumbs up before you take off. That tells YouTube that you like this sort of content. It will feed you more of it. It will feed people like you my content and help to grow my channel, which does support me in the long run. And make sure, if you want to see more of my stuff, that you hit subscribe before you move on. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know you had other options. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.